Hey guys, John Faulkner here with Big Daddy Unlimited, and today I have a new product drop for you. And this one I have been excited about since I first saw it and first got my hands on it back in January at SHOT Show. It is from POF, and it is the Rebel 22. It is their entry into the 22 AR market, and they took everything that I think you could ever ask for in a 22 rifle slash AR conform figure, and they put it all into one package, and this thing is absolutely amazing. When I saw it back in January, I could not wait for these to come out, and they're finally here. Had a couple of hiccups here and there just because of what's going on, but this thing is awesome, and I want to walk you through why I think this thing is so amazing. First of all, it just looks cool. Period. I mean, let's just start there. First, kind of cool. We're just going to say it looks really cool. But it has so many features that are packed into it that I think you guys will love. And I promise you, these things are going to fly across the shelf, across America, every single gun shop for a long time to come. Because I honestly think that this is a true competitor to what has dominated the market for decades, and that being the 1022. You know, there's other good AR 22s out there like the Smith & Wesson M&P 15, but I think this takes it above and beyond, and I'm going to tell you why. So first of all, it's extremely lightweight. 3.25 pounds, which is, it's absolutely amazing. It's got an 8-inch barrel, 1/16 twist if you guys are wondering out there. But the 8-inch barrel, and it has a polymer lower. So what they were able to do, that was one of the ways they were able to shave weight, but it's also one of those things where on a 22, it's not gonna get abused and used a ton. So that polymer is really there just to save weight. The upper on this Rebel 22 is actually monolithic. So from the back tube here, all the way to the front of the handrail, this is one piece of solid aluminum. And that's where it really gets a lot of its rigidity and strength that allows it to incorporate the polymer lower without having that many issues. And like I said, guys, this is really like a scaled down AR-15, but still utilizes a lot of AR-15 parts, which I think is amazing. You're gonna have your standard just 2-pin takedown. If you have an AR, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Just push the 2 pins, whole upper is going to come off, and the assembly, and we'll get to that in just a minute. So let's just go from front to back. So on the front, you're going to see a faux can on this. This will come with the gun, and what this is made to do is to create a little bit of back pressure. This is a blowback design. There's no gas tube or anything. It's just the pressure coming from the casing that's going to push the bolt back and then collect the next round and send it forward. And in order to make sure that it ran with a lot of subsonic 22s, and that's one of the things with 22s nowadays. There's so much ammo out there. To try to get it to reliably run across a gamut of ammo can be extremely difficult, but POF has done it. So this faux can here just threads right off, and it's just a housing pretty much. It's all empty. There's no tubes, there's no baffles, there's nothing in it. And then this adapter that it screws to can just come off with like a crescent wrench or a regular open end wrench. You can take it off. And below this is your standard 1/2x28 thread pitch on the barrel. So anybody that has a 22 can out there, man, you can screw that thing on there in about 10 seconds and be ready to go. If you don't have a can, I think the faux can that ships with it looks really cool on it. So, you know, you can just leave it there if you ain't got a can. But if you do, it's ready to rock and roll. It's threaded just like every single 22 on the market should be. Moving your way back, got a nice little hand stop here. So, you know, guys like us with long monkey arms, we don't have to worry about our hands slipping and going in front of the barrel. It's got a nice little integrated hand stop into that monolithic upper. At the 3, 6, and 12 o'clock position, or at the 3, 6, and 9 position, you'll see M-lock attachments on all 3 sides. So if you wanted to put an additional hand stop, if you want to put flashlights, lasers, anything and everything, sling swivels, you can put it on there. Anything M-lock will go right on there. And also on the front of the handrail on both the left and the right side, you'll have 2 QD mounts. So if you're just wanting to run a sling, keep this thing really lightweight, you can just pop it right in there with a QD mount and you're ready to rock and roll. The handguard, it's super smooth. All the edges have been chamfered. A lot of weight has been taken out by the introducing of these holes at the bottom and the cutouts in the top. So extremely well built. And I love every single thing about this handrail. There's really nothing that I could point out that I think's wrong with it. Across the top, you're going to have, as always, a Picatinny rail from front to end, so you'll be able to put optics, lasers, lights, any attachments that you'll want to. Moving your way back, you will see the charging handle here. So a little bit different than an AR, no charging handle in the back, no T-handle or anything. You're just going to have a simple charging handle, similar of like a 1022, and this just pops in and out. It's just a simple detent, but once it's in, you know, I don't think it's ever going to come out while you're firing, but that's how you'll charge the gun. On the other side, just like any AR-15, you'll have a bolt hold and a bolt release. So just hit the ping pong battle, it'll send the bolt home and you're good to go. So same controls just like an AR-15. You'll have same controls also with a standard AR-15 selector switch. So on this one, it's not ambi, just straight mil spec, trying to keep the cost down, but still giving you the ability to change it. And it'll ship with a POF mil spec AR-15 trigger. So let's talk about the guts of this thing for a little bit, because that's where I get super intrigued with the Rebel 22. Like I said, they tried to keep costs down, so they just went with a standard mil-spec selector and trigger, but you can drop in any AR-15 trigger and selector switch that you want. You could throw in a Geisley trigger, an SSAE, a Timney, a CMC, whatever trigger you like to have. If you want it to try to mimic your duty gun, your work gun, your competition gun, but you want something in a smaller, lighter package, but you still want the same kind of trigger pull, you know, you could do it. You could really just accessorize this thing as much as you want. Same with the selector switch. If you wanted to go with like a Radian Talon selector switch so that you had a full ambi control, you can do that. It's literally just putting it in like any standard AR-15. And then the grip, it'll ship with a Mission First tactical grip, but once again, one screw across the bottom, just like every other AR. You could put on a Magpul, you could put on an Ergo, a Reptilia, whatever grip you choose to go with. So pretty much from this section back, it's an AR-15, which is super cool. You know, you can put all the option bells, whistles that you want on this thing. Now, let's talk about what truly sets this thing apart from every other AR-15 22 on the market. And that's the fact that it will take this little guy right here. There is no proprietary, you know, 22 style AR size mag like the M&P 1522 or CMMG conversion kits. This thing runs off of a Ruger 1022 magazine, a 10 rounder, a 15 rounder, a 25, dual 25s, drum mags. I'm sure you guys have 1022 mags laying in your closet, and now you got a new gun to put them into, which is super cool, because the fact that if you own a 22, you probably own a Ruger means you probably already have additional magazines for a gun you haven't even purchased yet. And that's pretty much the reason why I purchased this one, was I already had mags for it. So I was like, why not, you know? But it's super cool, and you know, it goes in real easy, just like any other, you know, 1022, boom, push it in. It's got a nice paddle release here, so it's ambi. You can hit it with your left or your right finger, whichever way you want to do it, and it'll just pop right down. The 25 round sticks, 15 round sticks are a little bit easier. The 10 round, and this is a brand new gun. I just took it out of the box right here. They stick just a little bit, but you can kind of stick your finger up there and pull them down. And then moving to the back, you have a standard accepting, you know, mil buffer system here. And it comes with Mission First Tacticals. This is the first brace that Mission First Tactical has ever made, and it's coming included in this package. And you can simply just unscrew the bolt that runs up through here, slide it back to your desired length, tighten it back in, and your length of pull is set. So that's pretty cool. But once again, being compatible with every single AR-15 accessory out there, you could put on a SBA-3 or an SBA-4 from SB Tactical if you wanted to, stay with the brace pistol format. If you wanted to Form 1 this and make it an SBR, you could throw on any Magpul stock or anything that you want with a regular buffer tube, and it would literally just take the castle nut off. If you wanted to put a new buffer tube on it, tighten the castle nut back down, and it's just like an AR-15. So it's super cool, super modular, and it allows you to customize this pistol however you want to. So super cool. And like I said, guys, I just think POF has absolutely knocked it out of the park with this one. And what we'll do is since this is kind of a first look, we'll pop the pins out here. And as you can see, it comes apart just like a regular AR-15. Pop the front pin here. Disassembly, just the same. Still got the mag sitting in there so you can kind of see it. And what you'll see here is you can hit the mag release, and this one's just, like I said, a little sticky right now, but I'm sure it'll break in and it'll come through. You can see the trigger control grip just like always. Let's bring the bolt back here. So we'll take out, there you go, charging handle just comes out with a simple little tug, and it's all integrated into one piece. So this is, you know, kind of the heart and the soul of the Rebel 22. And as you can see, it's just a guide rod on a spring, and as it compresses, just goes to the back of the buffer, it picks up the next round. The extractor, firing pin control, everything is built right into it. And it's a super cool little system. Easy to clean, easy to maintain, keep running, you know, because 22s can get dirty. Everything just slides into place, super easy. Put the front pin in here. I mean, there's not much to show on this thing. It's so simple. It's just crazy. And then just simply take a charging handle, stick it in the hole, kind of give it a press, detent, boom, done. So guys, that is it. It's the Rebel 22 from POF USA. It's absolutely amazing. We have them in stock right now as I'm shooting this video at Big Daddy Unlimited. So if you're wanting to check them out, BigDaddyUnlimited.com. If you're not a member, today is the day to become one. This one is going home with me, but we have a lot more on the website. So I appreciate you watching this video today. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button also so other people can see all the content that we're putting out there. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And until next time, be safe.